there you are. How are you today? Okay, fantastic. So I'm Sean. It's lovely to meet you. I'll be doing your portrait today. So you wanted the portrait to consist of some bold colours reflecting your personality. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that for you. And we're going to be using some markers as well, so it should be hopefully a relaxing experience. The sound of the markers can be very relaxing for our clients, so hopefully you'll find it relaxing yourself. Alright, so let's just get these markers out now. We have both warm and cool colours, okay? So it will be a very abstract drawing, okay? It'll take around 20 or 25 minutes, is that okay? Alright, fantastic. So, we're going to begin then with some warmer tones, I think, okay? So I'm going to make a couple of very rough measurements, okay? So I'm just going to use my pen as a guide, okay? So yeah, just looking forward is fine. Okay, just put this lid down. Okay, yeah, just looking forward for me. There we go. Just noting the height and the width of the face, okay? So get yourself nice and relaxed, and then we'll hopefully make this as relaxing as possible for you. Okay, so we're just going to be very rough with the drawing. Should be relaxed. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to start around the eye area now. Okay. Just marking where the ears are on the side of your head. Is it okay if I just move your hair out of the way? Okay, thank you. Reasonably even. Okay. There we go. Alright. So, okay, there he is. And here. 2 ears. Okay, great. So we have the outline of your face. It's a little bit difficult, well, a little bit more difficult than we normally, encounter. The difficulty is a little bit harder than some people's faces are a little bit easier. The shape. Yours is a little bit trickier. That's fine though. Right, we're going to go a little bit darker now, a little bit blue around the eye area, okay? Alright, so I do sense a little bit of sadness, maybe some difficult times in your life. You've been through some tough times. Yeah, okay, that's going to reflect in the portrait here, okay? So we're going to be using the cooler colours to reflect the perhaps the darker elements and then the warmer colours to reflect the brighter elements. Okay. Alright. Okay, yeah, just looking forward is wonderful. Good. Keep looking forward. That's wonderful. Keep looking. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna get the nose, chin, outer chin area. There we go. That's fine. All right, excellent. All right, so I'm just gonna be putting the features where they need to go. Okay. I'm not sort of going to do an exact replica of your face. We're not going to do a caricature either. So we're going to make a likeness. But I do have some artistic license to go a little bit crazy with it. But I'm sure you're going to like it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use different coloured markers on all the facial features. Okay. Some will be dominated by some colours, others dominated by other colours. Okay, so that's going to be a mix based on what I perceive of you today. Okay, how are you feeling? Are you feeling relaxed? Doing okay? Alright, doing well. Okay, doing better than okay. Doing well. Okay. Okay. Right, so really concentrating on the lip area now. Okay, you have quite quite unique lips, I would say. If you can keep relaxed as much as possible, so keep a kind of like a plain expression on your face. Okay. All right, that's wonderful. Yep, that's good. Yeah, you have a nice lip shape, so that's it's going to be one of your unique features that will come across in the drawing. Okay, so you look at it and you think, ah yes, that is actually me. Alright, so you have an interesting nose as well. It's not always some shapes I don't always or often see, so it's kind of unique as well. Just going to get side profile. If you could just look forward for me, that's fine. Good, yeah, I'm just going to look at the other side as well. Just looking forward for me, that's wonderful, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, and it's quite a unique nose as well. Okay, which is good. We have some interesting features, that's for sure. Okay, it's just making my life a lot more interesting. Okay, alright. Good. And even your eyes are interesting as well, so I think what I'm trying to say is you have an interesting face. Okay. Alright, we're going to go with some lighter tones now with the yellow. So I'm going to highlight some of the features, okay? So definitely sense a brightness in your personality. Yeah, that's certainly what comes to mind when I see you. And yeah, you seem to be of a cheery disposition at times. Okay, and but we all have frustrations in life, and we have maybe bouts of anger or just more negative aspects of our personality that come through from time to time, but yeah, but we're more positive than negative, which is always good. And things like mood can fluctuate on a daily basis. Some days you're up, some days you're down. It's really a strange thing, isn't it? It seems like sometimes it's out of your control. It's, yeah, I think the worst thing you can do is overthink things. Yeah, we're all guilty of it from time to time, at the very least. Okay. Alright, so just getting the unique shape of your nose. Okay, so we'll spend a little bit extra time here making sure that we get it right, because we want this to look like you after all. Okay. Could you smile with your mouth closed for me just for a moment? Okay, I just want to get some of the cheekbone detail. That's great. If you can just keep it there. That's fine. That's fantastic. Yeah. And relax. Okay, well done. That's great. Thank you. Alright, some darker lines now. Okay, so we're introducing black for the first time. Okay. So again, we're going to be, like we highlighted some areas, we're going to darken others. Okay. Right, I want to get to your eyebrows in, okay. Let me just concern myself with the shape, okay. So looking forward, with a normal expression on your face, okay. I don't want you to be surprised or anything, because it will throw me off, okay. So that's, is that you relaxed? Sure about that? Promise me that's your relaxed look. Okay, I'm going to trust you now, okay. So just filling in some detail with the brows, and again the brows will consist of at least 2 or maybe 3 colours. Okay. So I'm going to go a little bit darker with the brows, okay. Okay, it's nice and relaxed again. Show me that wonderful relaxed look. Okay, good. And we'll darken it again with the black, I think. So again, nice and relaxed, just getting the shape right. That's great, thank you. Yep. Okay, your brows are fairly easy to draw, so that's a plus. Because your nose is very difficult. Okay. So I'm just going to be doing the part above the eye, okay? So like the eyelid area, just around that particular area, okay? So again, just looking nice, just relax yourself and look forward. Okay, that's good. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Don't be too alarmed. Okay, might be a little bit scary up close, but I won't harm you at all. Okay, be brave. Okay, good. Okay, that's great. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'm very happy with the eye area. Yeah, it's looking good. I think you'll like this when it's done. Okay, I think we'll go with some green then. So green's quite a versatile colour. It can represent some brighter and darker tones, depending on the shade. This is a particularly bright shade of green, so it allows me to be quite has that sort of versatility really, and it's good to have that. Okay, that's good. Okay, a little bit more lip detail. Okay, so I'm going to be getting a little bit closer, is that alright? Okay, thank you. So, again, a nice relaxed posture and a plain expression on your mouth, alright? I had someone last week that said they didn't want to look too plain and expressionless because they believed they had RBF. So yeah, that was interesting. I of course assured them they didn't have that, but yeah. Okay, you don't have RBF either, don't worry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. Okay, so a bit more detail in the eyes. So again, if you can look forward, yeah, you've got bigger eyes than me, but that's not saying a lot because my eyes are quite narrow. Okay, good. I'm going to get a bit more blue in the eye. Okay, we don't want to draw you red eyes, are yeah. Yeah, we don't want to make you look like a demon or anything like that. Not good. Okay. Good. Okay, so we've got about 8 or 9 minutes left, alright? How are you feeling? You good to go for another 8 or 9 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Right, so let me see then. We're going to do a bit more blue to represent the dark aspects of your personality. Okay. So just shading the face as well as we go. We're introducing the colour which represents the personality, okay? So it's not always about drawing the features, it is about the rest of the face as well, okay? So we'll be getting your shoulders in ever so slightly, okay? But the main, 80% of the paper is made up of your wonderful face, okay? So. Okay, let me just look at this nose again. Wonderful nose that you have. Compare it to my drawing. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. Just got to soften a few of the lines, okay? So I'm going to be using the black marker pen to do that, okay? So I'm just sort of defining the shape. There we go, and then we're going to soften it up with a bright colour. We use yellow, okay? And we'll just take the harshness down there a bit. I've got some nice shadowing going on underneath the eyes and underneath the nose as well, okay? I'm going to do a little bit underneath the your lips as well, okay? So let me just have a look at your chin area. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I have the, this is what I call it a cleft chin, where you've got the dimple, which you may know all about. Yeah, it's a unique feature. Not many people have them, but yeah, it's good to have them, isn't it? But everyone's face is unique and beautiful in their own wonderful way. Okay, so looking good. Okay, just making sure I've got the chin line correct. Okay, so it's an important feature that does vary an awful lot between people. So it's important that we get these features reasonably accurate, alright? So again, I'm just going to come over to the side here, just have a look at the side profile of your face, just looking forward is wonderful, thank you. Okay, side. Because after all, our faces are not completely symmetrical, so it's always best to check both sides when looking for things like asymmetry, and yeah, it's always good to break the face down into the two sides, because if you draw one half of the face and then think, right, now I need to mirror that on the other side, you simply won't capture the person's likeness. So it's important that we treat both halves of the face independently. Alright. So. Good. Alright. It's fine. So we're nearly there, believe it or not. Maybe about 5 minutes or so to go, alright? You've been fantastic today, okay? I'm sure you're fantastic most days, but in front of me today, right here, right now, you've been amazing, okay? So I do really appreciate that. A lot of people are very impatient and they have the attention span of a gnat, which makes my life a lot harder. So it's good to have someone's able to chill for half an hour. Yeah. So I do appreciate that. So thank you very much. Okay. Alright, so just some forehead detail now. Okay. It's fine, I'm not going to do much with that, but that's good. Alright, so I'm just going to be reinforcing some of these colours and some shading here and there, and we will be done. So it's been an absolute pleasure. Just before you go today, I want to put a little bit more detail into the drawings, okay? So what you can do is just sit down for 5 minutes and relax, and we'll show you the finished product then. Is that okay? Yeah, just take another 5 minutes, that's all. Alright, fantastic. Good. If I don't mind saying so myself. Right. So just a few more minutes to go. Okay, you can relax yourself. I hope you've enjoyed the experience. I hope it's been, I hope you've enjoyed the personal attention and the relaxing marker sounds. Okay. Yeah, I've actually been drawn as a kid. Someone took my portrait, a pencil drawing. Yes, I've had that experience myself many years ago, and I do actually have the drawing still. So it's yeah, it's kind of half fallen apart, but yeah, it's survived. I will need to buy a frame for it. I've been meaning to buy a frame for so many years, but yeah, we'll get around to it eventually. But I haven't had my picture taken as an adult, so I want to be on your side. I want you to be drawing me. Okay. One day. Alright, so that's that. It's good. So most of the face now has some element of colour, be it darker tones, brighter tones, or a combination of the two. Alright? So we're nearly done. But we'd like to add some additional detail just for a few minutes, okay? So, but you can sit down for that and yeah, relax. Okay. So, finding some more of these lines, a bit more shading as well. Okay, just check the side again. Looking forward for me, please. Good. Okay, keep looking forward for me, please. Thank you. Okay. Alright, I think we will leave it there then. It's been an absolute pleasure. I got right to the end before getting ink on my hand. I did really well there, but got myself down right at the end. Alright, so let's put a little bit more detail on the drawing. Okay, so if you can take a seat there, we'll do a couple more minutes and then we'll show you the final product. Okay, I'm sure you're going to love it. Alright, yeah, so take a seat, relax, and we'll see you in a little while.